Hey guys, last week we posted a video about AI girlfriends 1 year after they've sort of become very popular, and I posted that video to YouTube, and I wanted to share with you some of the comments I've been getting. Somebody saying, shut up and take my money. Someone else saying, what's wrong with this? Somebody wanting them to make their French fries. Um, this is how empires fall from within. This guy says this is a good thing. It will divide dating into people who want something perfect and the people who want something real. There will be a time when you can subscribe for your unique, totally submissive, and private AI VR girlfriend. People saying you exaggerate. People tend to form a bond with dogs, cats, parrots, horses, and whatever else. Some people even talk to their dead family members with AI. Yes, they do. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but you're not addressing the facts with numbers. And other people saying, I would not consider this healthy, but I think it's better than OnlyFans. So you got a wide spectrum of comments here. But the thing that I see as a common thread is that by and large, people aren't seeing this as an issue yet. And to me, I feel as though that's why this is absolutely terrifying. It's because we can't have a moral consensus on right and wrong regarding this topic, when a moral consensus should be very easy to arrive at. And I guess that's the part that kind of worries me for the future about this technology. I've had friends even leave me on Facebook or whatever, become quite upset with me for addressing these things, and they think as though we're being too serious about these issues. And I'm looking at the same set of data and thinking, man, the sirens should literally be going off right now. We have the Christian fallout is going to be immense if we can't address this issue as a unified front. And although there are really great use cases for artificial intelligence, perhaps it's going to cause a lot of damage. And I don't think people who are early adopters are even yet seeing the damage to themselves and to the systems which they're integrating this into. Fallout for humanity, for morality, for identity. There's so many things that this is going to affect. And people are already becoming users. They're already becoming addicted, and they don't realize what they're addicted to yet. And it's going to be really, really tough to fight back against this, because people are integrating this into the core of their person, into their relationships, into their businesses, into their ideologies, even into their beliefs about God. And that's why it's a pretty serious topic. And I don't know that we're seeing the seriousness reflected on the faces of people who are addressing it. I hope you see the seriousness reflected on my face, because I care about you guys, and I care about the morality of our nation, but I also care about our faith in God. And as I look at these people and these comments, this guy who says, this is a good thing. It will divide dating into people who want something perfect and the people who want something real. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what's happening. But the people who, quote, want something perfect, they don't want God. They want this imperfect machine that man has made. We've had machines going back to really early times. And those machines have represented intelligence. You even have things like a compass, or things like, gear-based mechanisms that can tell you what month it is, clocks. Yeah, we've had machines, but we've always realized that they aren't perfect. And here this guy is saying, the people who want something perfect and the people who want something real, as though what is not real is perfect, and what is real is imperfect. What God has designed as perfect for you is the person, not the machine. And yet you have people who don't see the problem with preferring a synthetic over what's actual. So we do have a problem, in fact. And people who want what's perfect are going to find out that it's not actually perfect after they've already destroyed themselves and their families and their systems and their communities and their faith. And they've destroyed so many things only to realize, oh, wait, that's not what I actually wanted. It's too late. So we have a big problem. And this guy is saying, he says you exaggerate. I asked him, what's exaggerated? And then he comes back to me and he's like, yeah, so some people talk to me, talk to the imaginary guy in the sky and whatever. He didn't actually reply. And what is actually exaggerated in this video? I think we see these technologies very much on the horizon. It's not an exaggeration that you can go out and you can, our children are having access to these things. Anybody with a device is having access to these things. And so what does this have to do with the end being near? What does this have to do with this channel? It has to do with us and our faith and our belief in and our preference for the real world that God has created over and above the synthetic world that man has created. And if we are doomed to this thing, this one guy says, he says, I'm going to be squatting in a crack house, hanging out with my AR wife, my 2 AR kids, and our AR dog, working from home on my AR job. Life will be awesome. And then he says, but in all seriousness, AR is going to be terrifying. That is terrifying. When the only connection that you have is a virtual one. When there is no one there. It's just you and the synthetic world of your imagination that has become so beautiful to you that everything else is so boring by comparison. And good was boring by comparison. Truly, truly, these are scary times. And yet, to that scary, I say, turn your eyes to the truth. You can embrace the synthetic and dive into it and make that your whole life, or you can embrace the world we live in, the people that God created here to be loved by us and to be in relationship with us. And yes, it is a choice. So you can choose who you will serve. If you're going to serve this man-made world and this man-made God, as they call it, or you can serve the one true God, and you can serve him in the real world he's made. As such a video gamer for most of my life, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really think I was wrong to spend so much time on synthetic worlds that I could create, instead of really appreciating and pouring myself into the real world. And now that I see my peers, and so many of them are just losing themselves further and further into the simulation, I can't help but feel love and compassion in my heart for them and call out to them from even a distance saying, there's a better way. Don't keep going that way. That way leads to destruction. Love you guys. God bless.